The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hauraki Big Show. With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Monday afternoon, the 21st of July, 2025. And you, my friends, as always, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Handcrafted burgers, loaded fries, and gourmet eats that'll change the game.
Reburger.
Handcrafted.
Oh, what?
Another $50
Nicely done, Mogey. That's really,
Reburger
really
voucher
impressive.
for old Mogey.
Speaking of old Mogey, it's always great to see you, mate. But I'm always disappointed when you wear that big woolly jumper over the top of your tidy whitey or whatever T-shirt you're wearing at the time. You still look like an absolute stud, though.
Well, the truth is I'm naked underneath this woolly jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Just my nips rubbing against the
how good.
against the old wool there. Bloody good to be here, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. As we go into my final week on the Big Show. I'm leaving the Big Show.
Yes.
So disappointing, after Keyzie got he's left last week.
Yeah, it's been a bit of attrition.
My wife left me a couple of weeks before that, and now I'm leaving. So tough time for the Big Show, but I'm sure you guys will be fine without us,
Well, I mean, if you're leaving and Keezie's leaving, I might leave.
Yeah, well, you can leave on Friday afternoon, Friday evening there.
And then come back on the Monday.
The Monday.
Oh, speaking of studs.
Oh.
God, this is unusual for old Hoyte. Jay, two studs in the studio with him. How are you going, Pugs, son?
I'm well, thanks, man. I'm grateful to be here with you fellas, as always. Obviously, Keyzie left the Big Show, so I'm just sitting in the seat, just keeping it warm until he never returns.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll see. Have you guys heard from him yet?
Nah.
Nah.
No, not a word.
Nah.
Not a peep.
Not a check-in.
I sent him a golfing meme. Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing at
That'll
all
hurt you,
from
man.
my golfing buzzy buddy.
Send him a mukbang, man. He might respond then.
Yeah, that's true. Now, I tell you what, we've got a massive show ahead, so buckle in the meantime. Let's kick off, shall we, with a bit of Sublime.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
REM there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is exactly 12 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Yeah, fellas, hey, I was doing some pretty deep research over the weekend and I came across something pretty interesting around women, actually.
Yes.
And men.
Oh.
Can I just, before you get into it, can I ask that the reason you got into this research is because your wife's left you?
She's left me, yeah. I
so,
sort of went down a rabbit hole.
Sure.
Started with pictures, eventually ended up with texts and graphs. So here we are. And what I've ended up with is the top 15 least attractive hobbies to women and potential partners, and the top 15 most attractive hobbies to women.
Right,
for
okay.
their partners. So what I thought we'd do is we'd go through and give ourselves a score for all of these. So if this is something that you do, you give yourself a point.
Yes.
And whoever's got the most points at the end of this one is sort of a loser, because you don't want too many of these least attractive qualities, am I right?
Yeah.
But at least you'll know where you sit, and maybe you'll know why you're single. Or at least it'll be contributing to it. So I'm going to go through these for you. I'm not going to bother with the percentages, just that they're on the list is the issue. Number one, you're a comic book freak. You read comic books, you've got comic books in the house. Number two, you indulge in cosplay. Cosplay.
Losers.
Number three, you're into debating. Which I think is a sign of intelligence, Jase. It just goes to show
Back in the day,
people
of
we're
course,
talking
it's
about
skill.
here. 4, drinking. Number 5, and you'll have to explain this to me, Pugs, MTG.
If I'm not mistaken, that is Magic the Gathering, the world's biggest sort of trading card game.
More nerd stuff.
Yeah.
6 is anime. 7th, you're a male and you wear makeup. 8, crypto. You're into crypto. 9, clubbing, night clubbing. Number 10, you're a stoner. Number 11, you're a Funko, whatever a Funko
What's a
is.
Funko, please, Pugs?
So again, if I'm not mistaken, Funko Pops are collectible figurines. Quite often they represent characters in media or pop culture.
Is that a sub-genre of nerd shit?
It does come under the category. It's like a subcategory.
Yeah,
Nerd shit,
it's all
and then
kind of
MTG,
nerdy
and then
shit.
Funko Pops.
Arguing online, so you're a troll. You're wasting your time on there doing that. Way down the list here in 14th place is porn and the consumption of pornography.
That surprises me.
And finally, in last place, or the 15th, is gambling. Gambling.
Wow. I almost feel like that list should be inverted.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
Instinctively, that's where I'd go.
Yes.
Now, my feeling is, out of the three of us, that Pugsan scored very highly on that because...
Really? Wait. Why?
Because of the nerd factor. The whole gamey,
Just
online-y
hang on.
kind of sort of thing. I know he loves anime.
No, okay, I don't know how you know that.
So I would be very surprised if Pugs doesn't score highly.
Regardless of what Jay says, can we look at his Instagram Explore page and then do a recount after that?
Certainly.
Cool.
How'd you go there, Jace?
0.
Yeah, I got 1, which is drinking, which I haven't done for a month, but generally I definitely do.
Can I clarify?
Here
Okay.
Here
Can
we
I
go.
please clarify the definition of the word clubbing?
Well,
Does that
going
mean
to a
going
nightclub.
to nightclubs?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What's your score there, Pugs?
2.
2.
Oh,
I got 2.
2. You don't like comic books?
Jace.
I just...
I don't do comic books. No.
Okay, so the one I do is drinking.
Yeah.
You don't do marijuana there, Pugs?
I said I scored 2.
2, you got 2. You don't do the porn there?
I do not.
Okay.
You don't do comic books?
I don't.
You...
Mate,
Jace.
Anime?
I don't do anime, Jace.
You and Keyzie
So what's
banging
it-
on about it all the
We're
time.
banging on about video games, not anime. Dilly loves anime. He's pointing at me.
Can I ask, drinking?
Yes, that was my second one. That's 2.
And you've never been clubbing?
Okay. I've been clubbing. That doesn't mean I go clubbing. That doesn't mean that I'm on that list, right?
Yeah.
If it's past tense, like
if you go clubbing,
No,
you don't go to clubs.
I go to raves. I think that's different.
It's not.
It is.
It's not different.
Can I just say here as well, we've had a text through here on 3483. What does Mogey say to allegations that he is rehashing content from The Breakfast Show? Let me be very, very clear. We don't listen to The Breakfast Show.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Green Day there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 4:22. We were just going through the 15 most unattractive hobbies for women.
Yeah.
Now, to clarify, this means that women find unattractive in their partner.
That's
Yes.
right. And to be clear, it is hobbies.
Yes.
So some things won't fall under that. The list is comic books, cosplay, debating, drinking. Is drinking a hobby?
It's a way of life. I would agree with
Yes. So
Responsibly.
I think they're understating drinking there. MTG, if you don't know what that is, Google it. Anime, makeup, crypto, clubbing, marijuana. Again, is it a hobby? Funko, arguing online is a hobby. I like that. Pornography and gambling.
Extraordinary. Now, so many of those things for me, Mogey,
Yes.
scream Pugsan.
Okay.
Scream Pugsan. But I scored a 0 on that scale.
Yes.
Does that
Sure you
mean
did.
that I am extraordinarily attractive to women?
Well, what's not on the list is vaping, and you're a chronic vapor.
And that's so unattractive.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but I take it outside, Mogey.
not always. You don't.
No,
If
Video
I remember
evidence.
correctly, your wife busted you for vaping in bed as little as a week ago.
Jace, really?
after making love, Pugs.
That's terrible.
Then there's all sorts of things which I think are probably worse habits in here. There's no mention of golf, which I'm shocked about.
Well, no, you see, I think a lot of women find golf very attractive because it gets their partner out of their hair for a long period of time.
Yes,
And if you don't have a particularly good relationship, they're like, yeah, no, that's really good that you're doing that.
But I think there is a lot of resentment around golf as well, where there's things to be done around the house, and
Sure.
where is my husband? He's out playing golf again.
And, looking after the kids and all that sort of carry on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what other things that you would have in here, because the key word here really, I guess, is hobbies. I don't know. I'm not sure what else you could really chuck in there.
I honestly, and this is coming from somebody who occasionally gaming, I'm surprised.
Yes, gaming.
Yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
surprised that's not in there. And that's not to say that I think it's unattractive. I'm just surprised it's not less attractive.
I mean, it's
to
very rare for a
women
woman
in
to
the
say, "What
survey.
do you do with your spare time?" I'm a gamer. Oh my god,
Yeah.
really?
That was a big
How
thing
many?
with
How many hours a week do you spend on that? That is so hot. The more hours, the better. That's not going to be the reaction, is it?
That was quite honestly a red flag.
I can imagine a woman sitting on the couch while you're gaming going, hot.
Me specifically?
Yeah,
thanks, man.
The boys going, doo-doosh, doosh, doo-doo. Oh, damn it, doo-doo, pew-pew.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is.
What did the audience say on 34? Is there any text there on 3483 about this highly controversial? And you're right, Mogey, in terms of marijuana and drinking. Are they really, can you define those as hobbies?
If you're going to have that on there, then where's heroin?
Yes.
Where's methamphetamine? Where are all the other things? I think drugs and alcohol should really be wrapped up into their own thing. It says here that there's also clubbing is on the list. And somebody's mentioned here on 3483 that's probably meant to be seal clubbing.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
I can see why that wouldn't be unattractive. So you reckon, Pugs, you scored 2 on that?
I did score 2 on that list, Jase. Despite this text here that says Pugs is an effing liar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite
I resent that comment.
Well,
Yeah.
Big Dilly came in from Studio B and said, Pugs, you've got at least 5 of those. You sent me some anime the other day.
He literally has 5. Big Dilly.
Oh, that's a good piece of deflection from you, Pugs. But
You like
what
that?
Jase just said was that you have been sending anime recommendations to him, which means you're into anime. Because you know what? I'm not into anime, and I couldn't send a recommendation for anime if I tried.
Text us up.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, John Bon Jovi there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 4:37 now. Bit of rugby league action over the weekend. Of course, the Wars playing. And with that in mind, we've got our league expert and Warriors legend, Charlie Gubb, on the line. And Gubby, all the chat before this game against the Knights, all the pundits were saying the Wars 13 plus. It certainly looked that way in the first 15 to 20 minutes, but it didn't quite pan out that way, mate.
That's it, Hoyte, you hard bastard. Yeah, you just can't. You can't just tip teams 13 plus in this comp, brother. It's just you don't know what's going to turn up. But we did. You're right. We started with all the momentum. It looked like we were going to cross a few times, but we only came away from that with I think 1 try, a couple of disallowed, and then it kind of turned a bit south. We lost our mojo, and our right edge defense was kind of leaking a few line breaks, and there was actually a few times where Knights were 1 pass off scoring. They butchered a couple of tries, but you know we did enough to hang on and get the win.
It's one of those things, isn't it, where you get the ball at centre, you know, all you have to do is make that pass to your winger, and DWZ would have made some kind of a horrendous read in defence, and you're away for another 4-pointer. I think they just got nervous on that last pass.
Yeah, because there was a couple of times where the ball carrier could have passed left or right, but he just held it up too long, and I don't know what it is. When you're a loser, sometimes you find a way to lose, right?
And when you're a winner, you find a way to win. That's what I always say, Charlie.
Man. Yeah, Charlie.
I remember, you were giving me a rub down last week, a bit of a little oil number there, and you were saying to me, winners know how to win, and I couldn't agree more. We played like garbage in that game. I don't think either team really deserved to win. Newcastle, just because they were, most of them were crook for the previous 24 hours and couldn't even make the captain's run, but we somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, that's it. We stayed in it. And the thing with that, it's happened a few times this season, where we've snapped victory from the jaws of defeat. But that's the team we've got, and if it went the other way, we'd all be complaining now, going, what's happened with the season? Are we missing this? Are we missing that? But Halasima saved the day again, just like he did versus the Tigers a few rounds ago, and yeah, he's a beast. He's a different beast. So. We got the win, and I'm sure that they won't gloss over it at training, everything that went wrong. We just never really had all the momentum again, apart from that first 15 minutes. We just looked very, we just weren't throwing any good punches or anything like that. But like you said, Mogey, we got the win, and that's all that matters now.
We were chatting in the bath after the game, weren't we, Gubby?
Yeah, we were.
But, you look at the Warriors from the past, and these were the types of games that we would always tend to sort of bottle, where everyone would be saying, oh, look, we're going to absolutely whip these guys, and then we'd bottle it. But at least we seem to be a team this season that gets the win however we can.
That's right, brother. You're like ChatGPT. You know everything, and everything you do is just so simple, brother.
Yeah, I know. But seriously, man, what? I actually missed the last 20 minutes. And Mogey put on the chat there, was that the greatest ever into a game? And I went, oh, bugger, I missed it. I was watching, my wife was watching some knitting show or something, you know what I mean? But I did get to see it this morning. Jeez, it was just utter chaos, that last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I think if it went to anyone else in the team, we don't score, we butcher it, but... Fuck, it was just, flipping heck. It was crazy, right, fellas? Come on, someone take over.
Well, that's right. I mean, with 8 minutes to go, you got an attempted drop goal from our new halfback there in Tanner Boyd. It ends up being, probably the most huge grubber kick of all time. That goes dead. They get a seven tackle set. They get a droppy at the other end of that. We go up the other end. We have a droppy. Marker not square. We get a penalty. He misses the penalty. We somehow get another shot. The charge down happens. And I think you're right. Not only if it went in anybody else's hands other than Lecker, I not just in our team, but I think in any team, like what percentage of players can score from that position?
Yeah, not many, but it was definitely excited when he picked it up and then went all the way and scored, and they confirmed the try. It was just a real get out of jail, And we should have, realistically, we should have won it with Tanner Boyd's shot at goal from the penalty, but he missed it, and then I don't know what the odds are, but we got another shot at it to win like that.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be huge for us moving forward. I reckon book your tickets. We're going to the grand final. This year's our year. And just a note on Newcastle, they are languishing a bit. I think they're in 14th now, but they've lost 6 games by 6 points or less. That's a hell of a lot of points that they've left out there. I don't think they're as bad a team as everybody thinks. I think the way that they played yesterday was bloody admirable.
Yeah, and that's like a lot of the teams at the bottom of the table at the moment with NRL. I think, Dragons are in the same position, and even Tigers have been in a lot of the games, but they just, when the luck's not on your side, you just find a way to lose. And Warriors are on the opposite end of the spectrum where they've won a lot of games, won a lot of real close games.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie, who's your Porter King player of the day, mate?
Well, guess what, brother? For this week, I'm giving the Porter King spot up. I'm giving it to Fraser Giant Electrical because he was just round here taking the batteries in my smoke alarm, and he gave me a full body slide. Fraser Giant Electrical. And his player of the day is Tane Tuapiki.
Is that right?
Great stuff,
Beautiful.
mate.
Yeah, he does, mate, and he does everything.
Is that right? He gives you the full service, does he?
Yep.
Good on you, Charlie. Have a good one, mate. Here's Metallica.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Here's the Guns N' Roses there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Let's talk TV. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
We used to do nice harmonies. We should try and do that for the rest of the week, eh? Hey, guys, remember?
I'm keen.
I think Pugs has got a better voice.
Yeah, that's
thanks,
right.
man. That's very kind.
Good on you, fellas. Hey, guys, over the weekend I watched a show called Untamed. It's on Netflix. It's a new show, and it stars Eric Bana and our own Sam Neill. And they're in a sort of a park, a national park over in the States there. The body of a woman is discovered in quite dramatic fashion, I have to say.
Quite so.
Very dramatic fashion. It sort of gets a bit dull after that. Anyway, they have to find out what's happened. Who killed? What are the circumstances of this woman's death? Now, I just want to warn you, they do things differently here. Eric Bana plays the local cop. Not everybody likes the way he gets things done.
Right.
Okay? He's got some demons.
Yeah.
That's rare for this kind of program. He's got his battles with the bottle.
Yeah.
Also really rare as well.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
happen
sort of
much.
story it is.
And sort of a sad story when it comes to one of his kids. Also extremely rare. I mean, this thing has been... I don't know how they came up with these ideas. Pretty amazing. But I was watching it and I was thinking, if this didn't have Eric Bana in it and Sam Neill, how much of this would I have watched? And the answer is probably about 6 minutes. To be fair to it, it's garbage. But I will watch the whole thing just because Eric Bana and Sam Neill are good. Not that they're very good in this, but I just like them as actors, so I'll watch the whole thing. I give it 2 buzzies. It's something to watch that's completely unchallenging. And, kind of sucks.
And
but
that's
it's all
on...
good. That's on Netflix.
Right.
Agreed. Started watching that last night too.
Right.
And I concur with pretty much everything you just said. But I've also been carrying on watching Severance.
Oh, yes.
I'm up to the 2nd series now. Very, very good.
Fantastic show, isn't it?
And it's one of those shows where you're constantly going, oh, you're joking. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on. How does that work? Very, very good. Like all the actors in it. And it's just a great watch.
Great.
And quirky, strange, weird, great concept. Nicely put out. Visually interesting. Lots of corridor action. 4 buzzies.
I think Adam Scott's really good at doing the serious role, because
Yes.
I've only really seen him in Parks and Rec and various other comedies, but he absolutely kills it.
Which is often the case you find with comedy actors.
Right.
Is that they're very good at dramatic roles.
What's harder, Jase? Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
You think comedy's harder?
Yes.
For you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah, I think drama's easy because it's a lack of emotion, really.
It is.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
And so for a comedian, a really good comedic actor, for them to then get rid of all of that and strip it right back, they're doing less.
Right, they're taking
so
stuff
it's
away.
easier.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting.
Yes.
Acting chat with
I
Jason Hoyte.
wonder if that's a common thing, but I feel the same way.
Yes. And you watch a bit of anime porn, you were saying. Pugs can't.
We can't really talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
We don't.
no.
Well, fair enough. I don't want to hear about it. It's just kind
We've
of
run out of
freaky.
time.
You asked, brother.
Well, we should see if we've got time. Well, maybe we'll have time tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a good
sounds
idea.
good, man. Tell you what, 5 buzzies.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're surviving your Monday. No Keyzie at the moment, of course. He's off on a sojourn over in Europe there for 3 weeks. But in the meantime, we've got Pugs on. By the way, the Big Show is brought to you by Reburger.
Crave-worthy street food freshly made with Reburger.
Chips.
Reburger.
And anyway,
Yeah.
it was my turn.
Yeah.
You jumped in, but that's
Yeah,
what I was going to...
you were going to run your yap, though, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I was going to say sauce chicken.
Oh, damn it.
But I would have
Both
lost
wrong,
that
man.
as well.
Yeah.
During the break, I did minutes planking. I was set a challenge by Pugsan in our podcast outro today
Yes.
that he reckoned I couldn't plank for a minute.
Yeah.
He bet me $5.
We shook on it too.
And now he owes me $5.
Well, no, sorry, you haven't done it yet because conditionally, Dilly was going to capture it for social media.
I was
you.
starting to freak out a little bit because I was thinking I've been sitting here the whole time. I didn't see that.
No.
Oh, right. I'll put it out there to the punters. Who believes that Hoyte J can plank for 1 minute
I
on
sort of,
3483?
I feel like you can, but I've also got it in my head that maybe your stature, what do you call it, your form, is going to leave something to be desired. So I'm interested to see how it goes. That's for sure.
Do you want to help him with his form when he does it?
Oh no, it's
Okay.
well, yes. I mean, I can certainly. I'll get involved somehow.
Well, the other side of it, of course, is whether I'm on my elbows or on my hands.
Well, it's your elbows.
it's your
as a
elbows.
plank.
That's a
'cause,
plank.
elbows are harder.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, the other one's a high plank, not a plank.
Yeah. So, which is what I do at home. But anyway, now
Can I
listen.
also just say, it's worth me paying $5 to see you do that, mate.
Sure, man.
Yes.
Sure. No skin off my snores. Hey, now coming up, we go to the other half. At the beginning of the show today, we talked about the 15 most unattractive hobbies to women in terms of their partners. Now we're going to go the other side of that spectrum, the 15 most attractive hobbies for women or your partner. But in the meantime, let's have a bit of audio slave.
A bit of...
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Queen there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 14 minutes past 5 o'clock. At the start of the show today, we talked about the 15 most unattractive hobbies for women when it comes to their partners. Now we're going to go the other side of that coin and say the 15 most attractive hobbies. Is that what it is, fellas?
That's exactly what it is. There was sort of It was a weird list, the things that were unattractive. Pornography was way further down the list than we thought
Second
it would
to
be.
last.
There's
Yeah.
drinking, marijuana, gambling, all these sorts of things on there. But the thing that repulsed women most, from what you could tell, was nerd shit.
Yes.
They would rather that you gambled and were watching porn than had anything to do with anime or any kind of comic books or anything
Yes.
like that. So there you go. And look, are we shocked?
No.
No, not really.
Oh.
So here is the 15 most attractive hobbies now. Hobbies.
Can we go ascending for this one? So start at the bottom?
Yeah, sure.
And then end up at the most attractive?
Okay, let's do it. Now, take your own score out there as well.
Okay.
Take your own score out there. Travelling. What have we got there? Blacksmithing.
I've never met a blacksmith
Have
in
you
my
been
life.
doing any smithing?
Not off the top of my head, no, Mogey.
Archery.
Okay, that's
Okay.
Hiking. Astronomy. Photography. And that's photography not with your phone, but
with a camera.
photography.
Yeah.
Swimming. Not you know how to swim, but that you go swimming, that you're a swimmer.
Like sporty or at the beach?
Laps.
Oh,
Yeah. Gardening.
cute.
Writing. Painting. That's art, not houses. Woodworking. Cooking. Playing an instrument. No, Jase, that piano stuff doesn't count with you. You know a foreign language, you know more than one language, and then ultimately reading
Wow.
was the most attractive trait, that you read, I'm assuming books,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
not the internet.
Here's the interesting thing here. So women don't like massive computer nerd, kind of locked in their little shells. They want a man that goes out and does stuff.
Yeah.
Manly stuff.
Blacksmithing. Forging swords.
Archery. I scored a whopping 3 on that.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super high on it as well. I'm just going through it and giving it a bit of a count now. I would say that I'm travelling, because I'm travelling this week.
Yeah,
so
back
counts.
zone.
Yeah.
I have been a writer in my life. I would tick that box, and I also read. But what is what is interesting about it is a lot of the arts are in there.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of art. So instruments, carving, I would say, with woodworking, painting, writing, photography, the arts. People like artistic folk. Could
Yeah.
you also argue that, that they like men that use their hands?
Oh.
Yes. What
Totally, Jase.
how about you, Pugs? How'd you go there, brother?
I scored 3 as well, Jase.
Right, what'd you go for?
What did I go
What'd you
for?
get? What are your ticks?
I like to do some painting every now and then.
Do you? Never heard about that.
Well, obviously you guys aren't going to hear about it. Cooking.
Yeah.
I like to cook. Jace.
You do like to
my
cook,
sticky
I'll give
beef,
you that.
man, and my chili eggs, Jace.
Yeah, man.
That's real attractive. And then I also read. I'm
Yes.
doing it more and more. I'm getting back into it a lot more.
I will be honest with you. I've heard many times over my extensive life that a lot of women find men that cook the most attractive thing. And that's not a joke.
Right.
The idea that a man will cook food, as they should, is a very attractive feature to women.
I think can cook and then cooking
Yeah, there is a difference there,
different. You know,
for
you
sure.
can cook, you can put a meal together, but somebody that spends time in the kitchen and makes really good food and is interested, slightly different than just somebody that can bang something up out of a My Food bag or something like that. There are a couple of nerd ones in here.
Which ones would you say are nerd
Well,
ones?
I would say the biggest nerd sport on earth is archery.
I was going to say archery too.
That is a
Twang.
nerd sport.
Pardon?
Astronomy,
Yeah.
that is nerd.
That's getting into geeky, weird territory,
It
sort
is.
of Pugsan territory
Well,
for me.
there's no Pugsan territory that crosses over with astronomy.
So those are the two, I would say, that are a little bit surprising. Now, if you are a woman out there, and we've done our very best to get rid of any woman that listens to our show, but if you are a woman and you listen to this show, what would you agree with there? What would you add to that list that would be more attractive? I'm surprised drinking's not on there.
Yeah.
As most attractive.
Yeah.
$50 Reburger vouchers as well, by the way.
Yeah, please give it text on 3483 or give us a ring on 0800 Hauraki. We'd love to talk to a woman about this. Yeah.
But good to know that some are listening. My wife will be.
Oh, she's always
She'll
listening,
text
mate.
in something on 3483.
Sorry, someone's texted in and said astrology dickheads. It says astronomy on the quiz.
Yeah, dickhead.
Yeah, you dickhead.
No Reburger
likes
for you.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time 5:27. We're talking about the 15 most attractive hobbies that women find for their partners.
Yes.
Whoever they may be.
That's right. And the list of 15, these are the most attractive. Reading, foreign languages, playing an instrument, cooking, woodwork, painting, writing, gardening, swimming, photography, astronomy, hiking, archery, blacksmithing. Good luck finding that, dude.
He's out the gate.
And travelling. And we've had a bunch of texts come in there, Pugs. Not everybody agrees with the list.
No, not everybody agrees with the list, and it's also, just to be clear, we solicited women texting in because that's what this list is about. We're not 100% sure if these are women, but somebody here has given us their own 5 and says washing, folding, food and wine appreciation, boating, fishing, and DIY is number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, DIY.
Doing stuff around the house, I find that attractive.
Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, totally.
5 from 5.
I could tick the fishing department there, but the DIY,
Well,
not
the
so
fishing,
good.
I mean, you own a fishing rod.
Yeah, I don't catch a lot.
I've seen you hold a fishing rod before.
I don't catch a lot of fish.
Yeah, that's right. Firewood hunks get me burning. That's a text on 3483. I've seen that as well. There's a thing on Instagram. There's
And
I think,
TikTok.
in fact, I think it's one guy.
Yes.
Who chops wood, and he's a smoke show.
Is he shirtless?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wears like
good.
overalls, like fireman overalls, and they just go right over
You
the
can see
nips,
his
Jase.
nips.
And then he gets like a little bit through the wood, and then he'll like get his hands in there and like split the rest of it.
Oh, how good.
Yeah, and there's a lot of reaction videos from women who seem to like it. This one here, charity work.
Yeah, a little bit
Charity
of
work,
philanthropy
Jase.
there.
I've seen you pretend to text and donate $3 before,
Mate.
So that'll set people on fire
Look, I don't like to talk about my charity work.
because there isn't any to speak of, and fair enough. Backing the caravan into a tight spot,
Oh.
putting up the awning by themselves, then getting out a wine and beer because the holiday is set up.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
hot.
I couldn't
That's
do
hot,
any of
for
those things
sure.
about get out the wine and the beer. Can you do that? Can you back a caravan?
I have done it.
Right, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a deft hand at it by any stretch of the imagination, but I like making a fool of myself. Couples yoga.
Hey, how good.
that's
I'm
all
feeling
pug son
attractive
over
after
there.
Sunday, fellas.
Okay.
What else you got there, Pug son?
Somebody else says cooking. Another one for cooking and cleaning, and that's from a guy saying that that's what his wife says.
Yeah. What about I'm a woman that listens to your show mainly because my son plays it every time we're together just to annoy me.
Yes.
Your list is terrible. Well, it's not my list.
Yeah, it's just a list.
Nothing less attractive than a man looking through a telescope or shooting arrows. What about dancing? What about skateboarding? What about surf lifesaving?
What examples to include after that text grilling us for our choices?
Yes. Well, I mean, I think dancing, that makes sense because
Yes.
there's so few people. Like a good dancer for a woman, they love it.
Life-saving, anything in life-saving.
And funnily enough, my wife over the weekend, my wife and I over the weekend were chatting about we need to go out and have, cut some shapes, man, have a bit of a boogie.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
we could do that before Symphony.
Symphony?
Rather than at
Symphony.
it.
Well, we could do it at it
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Go around to your place first, have a bit of a boogie.
Yeah, 100%, man. You guys come over, I'll show you a good old boogie.
Good stuff. Hey, coming up next, bit of sport chat.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Foo Fighters there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Let's talk sport. Let's talk the ABs first, Mogey. Did you watch any?
Yeah, I did. I watched all of it. I enjoyed
Yes.
that game.
Good.
It started out, we looked patchy. France looked really good. It was actually sort of classic France.
Yeah.
Bounce of the ball going their way, all that sort of a carry on. But yeah, we didn't look great and then really pulled it together and just pulled away. It was nice to see combinations working. The major difference being when Geordie Barrett came on.
Agreed.
And just bending and breaking the line at will.
Yes.
He is a pretty special player.
Well, he's one of the... And what I love about Geordie Barrett, and in fact, all of the Barrett brothers, is they strike me as dudes that just get on with it.
Yeah.
They don't sort of get
Absolutely.
too wound up about stuff. They just hoe into it.
Yes.
I agree with you. I think that was the turning point. I must admit, for that first 20 or 30 minutes, I thought, holy crap, we're going to get a bit of a hiding here.
Yeah.
Because once the French get on a bit of a roll, they can be unstoppable. So the Fields did very well to pull it back, I thought, and actually win that game quite comfortably in the end.
Yes, my understanding is the next game that we've got is the Rugby Championship,
Yes,
which
that's
will
right.
be at Eden Park against South Africa. I'm not too sure how they've been going in their games or who they've even been playing. Maybe Argentina or Italy, is that right?
Yes, they played Argentina, and they also gave Georgia a bit of a toweling
right.
by 50-odd points. They look formidable as always, and that is going to be a really interesting test of where the All Blacks are at, because after this series, which I thought was pretty iffy, really, wasn't a full-strength French side, I'd give us 5.5 buzzies out of 10 for that series.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to measure yourself against that side, isn't it? And,
Yes.
I mean, the Rugby Championship starts 17th of August, South Africa against Australia, Argentina against New Zealand, and we don't play, actually, from the looks of it. Is this right? We don't play... I'm not sure that could possibly be right, but I'm looking at it here. But apparently we don't play South Africa until the 6th of September.
No. Okay.
Yeah, so plenty of time to warm into it.
Of course, on the rugby front, the British and Irish Lions giving Australia a bit of a douche.
Yes.
They got a couple of late consolation tries there, but there you go. The British Golf Open, Scotty Scheffler just a step ahead of everyone. Too good at the moment. Fellas, too good. But what I watched the highlight package today of that, there are a couple of great moments where Rory McIlroy teed off and dropped a big C-bomb that was caught on camera.
Right.
And when I say C-bomb, I mean male genitalia C-bomb.
Sure.
And then there was another guy, Lee, who was playing with Scheffler. Was just about to take a shot, and there was another guy standing in front of him, and he would just... Would you get out of the effing way?
Yeah.
And then he came back on, could you get out of the effing way? So that was quite entertaining.
Yeah.
Because it's such a very regal and very serious kind of thing, the Golf Open, to have these guys effing and jeffing all over the place. I loved it.
Yeah, I saw an interview with the winner, and he was saying he doesn't really care.
No.
He said he really enjoys the moment of winning, and that lasts for a couple of minutes, and after that he's sort of like, oh, well, what's for dinner?
Yeah, well, this is what they're saying about him. What makes him sets him apart from all the other players is that once he's off the golf course, he just doesn't care about golf.
Yeah.
Just hangs out with his family and does all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of obsessing about his game.
Archery, I understand. Astronomy. He's right into his blacksmithing.
Blacksmithing. UFC.
Yeah, UFC was on. They had the BMF title, which is a sort of a title that doesn't really mean much. But that was between Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. That went to 5 rounds of decision. The last match for Diamond Dustin Poirier, he's been a hell of a fighter. It was a hell of a fight.
Yes.
Hell of a fight. But that's his career over. It was a sort of a weird sort of a card, UFC 318. But every single fight went to decision. No knockouts, which is always a bit of a disappointment. But overall, highly entertaining.
And finally on league, the New Zealand Warrior women's side got dedooshed.
They got beaten by the Knights 36 points to 20. I'll be interested to see how they go for the rest of the year. I missed that game, sadly, but I am going to start watching them because I think they play it's a much more open sort of a game, which I enjoy.
I genuinely did watch it. Fitness.
Oh, really?
Fitness.
Right.
They fell away quite badly and looked puffed. What have you got to offer on the sporting front there, Pugs son?
Did some yoga on the weekend, man, on Sunday. That was awesome. I won that. You know what I mean, brother? Who's this, Jase?
AC/DC.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oasis. Mogey. Oasis. You excited?
I am a bit excited, man. It's a couple of weeks now. Of course, I leave on Friday night there, and I was just listening to a story being told by the lead singer of another band. They went along to see Jack White perform over in London. He went with Liam Gallagher and Liam's brother, lesser-known brother, Paul. And all of a sudden, Liam and Paul disappeared and then didn't turn up for the rest of the gig. This is before the gig had even started. Next thing, there's a knock on the window at the after party. Liam's trying to get let in through the fire escape. So this guy lets him in and he says, what happened to you? And he says, well, I just wanted to, before the gig, while the supporting band was on, I wanted to go and have a yarn to Jack White and say good day to him. So I walked in there and said, you look like one of them Amish in that hat. Jack White was going through a period of wearing Amish-type hats. And within 7 seconds, he'd been thrown out of the gig. And security informed not to let him back in. He was trying to sneak back in. He's a charming bastard. So, yes, I am looking forward to it, starting to get excited now, 100%. But I tell you what, not as excited as I am for Beer and Pie July.
Oh,
and today,
yeah.
we've got a whole new pie and we've got a whole new beer to go with it. Tell them all about it, Pugs.
Well, can I just say wallaby pepper steak today?
Wild wallaby pepper steak, Hoyte Janus.
The funny
How good.
thing about the wallaby is it's got a natural taste of pepper in it because they subsist on a diet of pepper
and
peppercorns, yes, and grass and sort of your rocket and that sort of thing. That's a wild rocket that's found down south there. And so that gives the meat that peppery flavour. They don't have to add any more pepper to it.
It's very good.
Like a bit of spice.
And as always with those pies, the pastry, top
Oh,
quality.
you can't fault the pastry.
The pastry is bloody delicious, and paired with the wild wallaby pepper steak pie, Jase, is the Monteith's Black. It's crafted from a blend of five.
Can you say that?
Huh? It's crafted from a blend. Sorry, crafted from a blend of 5 premium malts to create a complex depth of flavours with dominant coffee notes, fellas.
Yeah.
And that's what we're pairing with the wallaby.
There's something very fulfilling about a dark beer, I find.
I agree.
You know,
I find it a
particularly
bit
in the
chewy.
Yes, but in this kind of climate at the moment, you know what I mean?
Wintry.
I would go a black beer over a lager, for example.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then the coffee notes there as well. Now, this is just me personally. The thing that I like to taste like coffee is coffee.
Sure.
Outside of that, I'm not massively into it, so I'll be interested to give that beer a go.
You have to give it a go. We have tried the pie too, and you can see a reaction from that on the Hauraki Big Show Insta.
Yeah.
The fellas trying it live. How good. Actually, just on West Coast Pies, who brought us that wallaby pie, they have an offer for us. If you use the code Hauraki10, Hauraki10, when purchasing pies from their website, westcoastpies.co.nz, they'll give you a 10.
What's a
Don't look at me like-
website?
website. They'll give you a 10% discount.
I might use Hauraki 100.
I see.
that'd be clever. You scan the system,
Yeah.
mate.
Hey, now listen, coming up after 6 o'clock, I've got a bit of advice to give out. And I purchased a new stove over the weekend.
Oh, my... Jase, why don't we lead the show with us? Are you kidding
what a
me?
palaver
It's
it
stove
was.
chat.
It's stove chat.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're surviving Monday. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Beef, chicken, vegan, and vegetarian options. Reburger, redefining the norm.
Reburger
Sauce chicken.
sauce chicken.
Yeah!
It's done it.
Well done, Jase.
Finally, I get a $50 Reburger voucher, fellas.
Yum.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to donate it back to the listeners
Oh,
because I'm a backbone.
I'll come and keep mine.
Like-
I've got about 5 of them.
All the listeners?
Well, you know, till when we give... it just doesn't seem right, old Hoyte jar. I mean, I'm happy to pay for it. And I've got my dog squad money.
They should get about $1 each then, eh?
She whiz, man. What's coming up on the show this
Yeah,
year,
Jase.
Jase?
Oh,
You've
look,
got a lot of chat. You got a bit of oven chat.
Oh, man, this is great stuff. Because my wife and I are preparing our house at the moment for maybe moving on.
Oh, yeah.
And certain things we need to get
Moving
done, Mogey,
on.
to another house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not from each other.
Well, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
But, so we're in that position where we go, right, what are we doing next? And the next thing on the agenda was an extractor fan and an oven.
Right.
And, of course, it turned into a palaver.
Sure.
As it always does for us. I'm not a big fan of extractor fans, by the way. Never liked them.
we'll
I
get
think
into
they're
that.
an
Yeah.
encumbrance.
Okay.
All
Can you
right?
save it for stovetop chat, please?
Totally, I
Is the problem we've got with them that they're too high and you can't reach the buttons?
Pretty much, yes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Weezer there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. Now, it's a shame, Mogey, you're abandoning ship on Friday and leaving us.
Yeah.
To selfishly go overseas and enjoy yourself in the sunny climes of Europe.
Yeah, Mogey.
Yeah.
What you are going to be missing out on this weekend, though, is the Full Metal Orchestra.
Oh, you going?
Absolutely, I am.
Yeah.
Are you?
Totally, I am.
Oh, how good, man.
Tell the people all about it, Pugs, because this is something that I reckon is going to be the bomb.
This is the Manuka Fuel Full Metal Orchestra. John Toogood's going to open it up with an acoustic set, and then it'll kick into some high gear 29 and Peace Orchestra, mixed with some of the biggest voices in rock in Aotearoa. So Phil Rudd, not even just Aotearoa. Phil Rudd from AC/DC, Jenny Schulander from Devilskin, we had her on the show.
Yes.
EJ Barnes, and then a couple of others as well. So there'll be tracks from Metallica, Black Sabbath, AC/DC,
Right.
Tool,
Old
Nirvana.
Ruddy.
Yeah,
Ruddy
Rudd.
from AC/DC.
Yes.
Wonder if he's any relation to old Ruddy from the Super Jesus, who was in here last week.
Don't know. Is he the one that lives in Tauranga?
That's the one.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
He's an absolute backbone. Probably can't get into what he gets up to or used to get up to,
Yes.
given the line that we're
Yes.
doing. But let's just say he's a character. He's a character.
That's
Okay.
a good way
But
of...
a hell of a drummer.
Yeah, a very good drummer. Speaking of which, Puxan, I'm going along. Are you going to go along?
I am going along, Jace.
Uh,
no, Jace. I am going to go.
Do you want to meet up beforehand,
I
maybe?
guess the difference between Jase going along and Pugs going along is that Pugs is going along.
Yeah, I'm going along with
So
you,
true,
buddy.
man. Are you?
Yeah, totally.
I lived just up the road, man. You come to the shoebox, man. Come and hang out before we go in there.
Yeah.
Sounds good. A few snacks, bit of sticky beef,
Does
Actually-
sound good, but I guess you'll never know.
some chili eggs.
'Cause I'm
look,
actually gonna go.
I'll be honest with you. It's either that or the batch.
Oh,
Full Metal Orchestra,
So
brother.
it's going to be Full Metal Orchestra
all
for
the
Hoyte
way.
J. Easy peasy.
Just on that, there is a second symphony gig from 10 o'clock, so Full Metal Orchestra wraps up about 9, and then there's a second one, which is Symphony Origins. If you buy a ticket to both shows, you can save money, and you can do that now at fullmetalorchestra.com, fellas.
Full Metal Orchestra.
Jace, that's not even a pen.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Fleetwood Mac there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. Let's give out some advice, shall we?
gmail.com. Get in touch.
with the feel.
You sound a lot like that guy, Pugs.
Sounds
That-
like a loser if
in
you
that-
ask
in
me,
that
man.
sting.
Just a loser. You know
What do
I
we
mean,
got
man?
for us?
It is a... You're right, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, it is a real email address, and we want you to get in touch with us. meetpattynips69@gmail.com. If your email is read out on the show, you win yourself a $50 Reburger voucher. And we keep them anonymous too, so you can get a little bit intimate with it, but not too dirty, eh? Not too
Yeah, well,
filthy, because we do get a few
more
filthy
filthy
ones.
it is, the harder it is for us to chat about.
That's right.
I mean, we love chatting about filth,
I love chitty chat.
but not on air all the time.
That's fair enough. This one's from Anonymous, oddly enough. G'day, females. Just in need of some wisdom pertaining to my upcoming Euro honeymoon. My wife and I have been together 10 years with a beautiful 2-year-old. We've agreed on pretty much everything in our 3-week Europe itinerary, except for a 4-day stretch in London just before we fly home. So this guy has a bunch of mates living in an idyllic young professional lifestyle who I'd love to spend a couple of nights catching up with. My wife, however, has a 102-year-old great aunt who's 90% blind and deaf and wants us both to take the train up to where she lives.
She might die before.
Well,
that would
that's
be
the hope,
dream.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's good to know. Yeah, that's good to note.
Hope.
Spring's eternal.
And my wife wants me to spend 3 days eating cameo creams and hearing stories about the war. Unless she has some ulterior motive to write herself into the will, I don't see the point. Is there a path through this minefield where I get to drink responsibly with the fellas and still remain married upon our return to NZ?
That's a real tough one, isn't it?
I think it's quite simple.
Yeah, she goes, you go.
Yeah, absolutely. There should be no argument. Now, this is a test of whether you've married well.
I agree.
Because if it was the other way around and I was going to see my 102-year-old grandmother and my wife had a bunch of mates that she hadn't seen and were on the other side of the world, I would absolutely take a bullet and allow the wife to go out and get on the hammer if she wanted to. It's crazy that both of you should suffer the company of a relative so ancient. I think it's a great test. It's a really great test. You're going to find out what kind of a wife you've got or husband. In this instance.
He says
I
wife in the
agree
email
with you.
if that helps.
Well, you
And
know, you
there's
can't be too careful.
right.
There's a very
folks.
real
For sure.
possibility that she won't even know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could turn up full of goodwill and she'll be like, call the police because she thinks some strangers are trying to break into her house. But that's good advice, Mogey. I would do the same genuinely.
Yeah.
If my wife was in that scenario, wanted to meet up with mates, I'd go, fill your boots.
Yeah.
I'll go and see my nana. And
Yeah.
you do what you do.
Now, there is one child involved. Is that what I've read there?
2-year-old daughter.
Okay,
Yes, after a
2-year-old.
10-year marriage.
2-year-olds aren't that bad, but you can certainly find a middle ground if the kid is an absolute pain in the ass. You could say, all right, well, I'll go away, give me an all-dayer, I'll go hang out with the mates, I'll get on it all day, and then I'll turn up the following afternoon and do a night with your grandmother.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So it's sort of a middle ground. Yeah,
only,
a little
only
bit of
if the
compromise.
kid's really needy, and if the kid's not really needy, then forget it.
I would say that the kid should go with the mum, because old people
Rather than out on the piss.
Old people
Yeah.
love kiddies.
That's smart for
You know,
man.
because
I
they
hadn't even
grab them
thought
by
of
the
that.
cheeks, they give them boiled sweeties, and it makes them feel young again, Mogey.
And the kids love it.
And the kids love it.
Yeah, and the overwhelming stench, of death in the house.
Yes.
The kid is like, what is that smell?
So there'll be the smell of death and poos in their nappies.
Yeah.
Whilst you're on
the kid or the old lady?
And boiled cabbage.
And boiled sweets.
And sweets whilst
And
you're on the
corned
piss with
beef.
your mates.
Canned corned beef.
Can I ask that chap there who's sent us in that email, anonymous, if he could let us know how that goes? I'll be interested to know how it goes.
Yes, let us know what you go with, and in the meantime, there'll be a jeez.
Yeah,
There'll be-
motorbike. Can you clip that off for us there, Dilly?
Dilly, thanks, mate.
It's a new sting. We'll work out what it is exactly.
Just loop it. There'll be a Reburger voucher when you get back. meetpattynip69@gmail.com.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's a big show done and dusted for your Monday night. On the podcast outro today, which is bonus material we do outside of the radio show, we had to put a disclaimer on, fellas.
Yeah.
A lot of filth.
Wow, I'll be interested to see what clip we've gone with today because it was largely unusable.
Yes.
Largely unusable.
Well, the clip's titled Disclaimer. So there you go. That maybe will tell us why.
You g'day, you massive backbones. We're just going to put a little disclaimer on the front of this particular podcast. Pugs was
I was
absolutely
against it.
as filthy as. So if there's kids with you or whatever, just be
Yeah.
aware it's a pretty full-on episode. Yeah, it was just a warning for all the parents out there, really,
Yes.
Mogey, wasn't it? You know, she was a shocker.
I mean, the question I always ask myself if I'm feeling any doubt is would I want my daughter, wife, mother, or any female in my life listening to this? And the answer invariably is no.
Yes. I mean, it would be no for me too, but
Yes.
yes, I'm agreeing with you.
It'd
Yes.
be yes for me.
And it'll certainly change your opinion of Pugs once you listen to it. But
yeah, have a listen and it will. Have a listen.
Boy, oh boy. Now, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Nice job today, Pugsan.
Thanks, mate.
First day on Keyzie's job there. You're doing
Old koala Pugsan.
old koala Pugsan. Great stuff, mate. Hey, but check out the podcast. Check out the Instagram. Till tomorrow. See you later.